All right, welcome to the December 2021 Board of Zoning Appeals meeting, members, staff, and guests. We ask for your patience during this hybrid meeting. Multiple staff members are behind the scenes to make sure all applicants and citizens are able to communicate with the board at the appropriate times.
Board members and applicants are participating in person. The public is able to participate in person or via virtual options. The public may stream the meetings through City TV, accessed at https://www.youtube.com/user/Columbia-SC-Government. The public may submit letters and statements via email to cocboardmeeting@columbiasc.gov leading up to and/or during the meeting, as this account will be monitored during the meeting. Emails and letters will be read into the record by staff. The public may participate via phone by calling 1-855-925-2801. When prompted, please enter meeting code 2478. Those participating by phone will receive three options. Star 1 will allow you to listen. Star 2 will allow you to record a voice message that will be read into the record. Star 3 will allow a participant to be placed in a queue to speak live when prompted. At any time while listening on the call, you can hit star and your chosen option. Please wait until your case is called to hit star 3. The meeting can also be streamed at publicinput.com/COCBOZA-DEC 2021. If participating by phone while also streaming the meeting on computer, please mute the audio on your computer and only use phone audio so as to avoid audio issues when being patched into Zoom meeting to speak. There's a large audio delay between Zoom and the live recording on City TV and publicinput.com. We will be pausing at certain times to allow that audio to catch up and give citizens time to submit comments. Moving on to the roll call. Mr. Dinkins?
Here.
Mr. Gregory is absent. Mr. Primus?
Here.
Mrs. Spinner?
Here.
Mr. Ginyard?
Here.
Mrs. McIntosh?
Here.
Mr. Duval?
Applicants with requests before the Board of Zoning Appeals are allotted a presentation time of 10 minutes. This time should include, but is not limited to, an overview of the project, case history, and any pertinent meetings held regarding the request. This time also includes all persons presenting information on behalf of the applicant, such as attorneys, engineers, and architects. This time limit does not include any questions asked by the Board of Zoning Appeals or staff regarding the request. Any member of the general public may address the board in intervals of 3 minutes or 5 minutes if by a spokesperson for an established body or for a group of 3 or more. The applicant will then have 5 minutes for rebuttal. The board reserves the right to amend these procedures on a case-by-case basis. Those of you who plan to speak must be sworn. If you are here as an applicant or here to speak on any case, please stand at this time and raise your right hand. Okay, do you affirm or attest that the testimony that you will give today is the truth and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Before we move to the consent agenda items this afternoon, I do want to make an announcement that case number 6, which is 631, 635, 639 Elmwood Avenue, special exception to establish an elementary, middle, or high school, was withdrawn by the applicant.
Okay.
Moving to the consent agenda. The board uses the consent agenda to approve non-controversial or routine matters by a single motion and vote. If a member of the board or the general public wishes to discuss an item on the consent agenda, that item is removed and placed on the regular agenda. The board then approves the remaining consent agenda items. The first item on the consent agenda is the approval of the November 4th, 2021 meeting minutes. The next item is 1734 Main Street, a special exception to permit a Type 2 eating and drinking establishment. The next item is 2021-0100-B 446 Clemson Road. It's a variance request to the existing tree canopy retention standards. Give it just a minute. The next item is 2021-0101, 3030 Divine Street, a variance to the minimum landscaping requirements for a medical office use. And finally, 2021-0102, it's 1517, 1513, or 1509 Gervais Street and 1212 Bull Street, a variance request to the minimum landscaping standard for a transitional buffer yard. Does anyone wish to speak on a case which would remove the case from the consent agenda prior to the board, excuse me, the board vote? Okay, at this time we'll pause to give time for audio to catch up and citizens to submit comments. Okay, we have no public comments at this time.
Okay, well, at this time then, I'd like to ask for a motion for the consent agenda.
Move that we approve the consent agenda, subject to staff comments.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, motion passes.
Okay, there are no items on the regular agenda this afternoon. We do have one more thing to cover, and that's the approval of the 2022 meeting calendar. And it is shown on your screen for reference there.
So
So
we'll be back in council chambers starting
Yes, with the
next
next
meeting.
meeting.
Okay, good.
In January, we'll start back at City Hall, and the meeting day and time stays the same.
Do we need a motion to
Okay.
approve this, or is this just sort of
I
like?
believe we need
Yeah.
a motion to
you
vote
do-
to approve.
You do want a motion?
or
Okay, could we get a
make a
motion
motion.
to approve, please?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you very much. Get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you.